Good evening, everyone. Once again, thank you for joining. It's a pleasure to meet you again. As you all know, Save the Woman, we started a program in partnership with Family Mediation Center in July 2020. And we have been doing that to support, to empower families. Not because we don't want to charge, we don't want people to pay for this, but because we want to impart knowledge. However, our organization need to sustain themselves, so we have to be charging for this. But recently, we have decided that we will be giving one session free in every year, one cohort free in every year. So congratulations for those of you that you are part of this session, this cohort. After this, next one, don't let it be a surprise. You have to pay for that. If you want a private session, you are going to pay for that. If local authority refer you to us, they are going to pay for that. So without wasting much of our time, we're going to go to introduction session. I want to use this privilege to honor to thank every stakeholders, director, and all the team members of Save the Woman. Thank you for giving out your time to impart knowledge on our community, particularly to make sure we reduce, we minimize the number of children go to care, and we safely protect, safeguard them, and support them. Even if they need to be in care, they should not stay longer than necessary, so that the parent will be able to walk along and to see how best to bring their children back to them. We all see the recent reports about the impact of children going into care. We know it's not good and it's a last resort, and that is what we are advocating and try to work with the local authority to make sure we achieve this mission. And on that note, thank you to everybody that has been part of this journey so far. So what we've got here, we've got a breakdown of what we need to do today. But today I won't be able to share my screen due to one of the technical issues that just happened today. So pardon me for that. We're going to have introduction of participants, where you calling from, where are you joining from, and why did you think this is a platform time you need to be here? What makes you to come for this program? Please don't spend more than 1 minute. So is there anybody that want to say hello? Let's know where you're joining from. You can unmute yourself. How did
Hello,
you hear about this
everybody.
program?
My name is Vanessa Onokala, and I'm joining from Bexley in Kent. And the reason I'm on this program is because I want to know more and improve on my parenting, and hopefully, fill up the missing gaps in my parenting style. So I'm looking forward and very excited to be on this platform. Thank you.
Okay, hello. My name is Lillian Izwazomaro, and I'm joining from Nottingham in England. I'm actually joining because I want to acquire more knowledge about parenting. And at the same time, I'm also a volunteer, and I want to use this medium to actually enhance my career as a public health specialist. Thank you.
My name is Lydia. I am calling from Manchester. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead, ma.
Your face, then you can go off later. Can we see your face, please?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you. You look good.
So I am calling from Manchester. I was forwarded by a friend of mine at work to get assistance in the parenting assessment, because I was never given an opportunity to care for my child, and the social services themselves, they were the ones that were doing the parenting assessments, which was always negative, and they didn't really work together with me to bring back my baby home. They just worked against, and they lacked evidence in that matter in their proceedings. So that's the reason why I joined this parenting, the program.
Thank you.
Let's be fast. Let's be fast. We have limited time so that we will be able
I
to
think,
kick.
Brother Ola, why not call out names as we see them?
Okay. Thank you, ma. Oluwaseyi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm Oluwaseyi Ileadi. I'm speaking from Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire, and I would also even love to be a volunteer. So I got the invitation through the YouTube, watched the video, so I followed it and I registered for this. Thank you.
Tomilola Adegun. Tomilola Adegun, Ukaibu Shidimba, Vanessa.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chidima. I'm calling from Cambridge, and I actually got to find out about the Save the Woman from a Twitter broadcast or podcast. And so I'm here to, fine-tune my parenting skills. It's not just to say, God forbid, God forbid. I need to have knowledge. So that's why I'm here. And it's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Printel, Elaine, Oluyinka, Rose, Joshua. Please feel free. Let's make it fast.
Hello, everyone.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, my background is not very good. Yeah, Dr. Ola is a personal friend. We are together in Middlesbrough. I admire the work he's doing. And I want to get information that will help me in raising my kids and also help others too. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Oluyinka, Oreoluwa, Shinyere, Abiodun.
Let Kingsley, he's already up.
Kingsley, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Dr. Kingsley Ujam. So I'm joining in from Washington, UK. Washington is close to Sunderland, Newcastle, Durham, and many people don't usually know that there's Washington in the UK. They just think about US. So my family has had a contact with social services, and Save the Woman has been like a pillar of support. We so much appreciate the dedication of Ola, always in touch, supporting us, advising us. So the case is still on, so we are hopeful that it's gonna end, in no distant time. So we are here to kind of, continue the learning process, and then let's see how it goes. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Engineer Helen Moyen. I'm joining from London. Pastor Ola has been an inspiration to me and my family, and I'm in this program to learn more about dealing with children with autism. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Oreoluwa, you are here.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. I'm Orolua Famakin. I'm from All in UK. I just want to improve on my parenting skills. I got to know Save the Woman on TikTok.
Thank you. Sydney, Olakpeju, Nimota, Kolawole. Let's know where you are joining from. It's interesting that people are joining across the UK.
Hello everyone. Okay.
My name is Abiodun.
Okay.
My name is Abiodun. I'm Johnny from London. I got to know this from Nurses Spouse UK, and I'm joining to acquire more knowledge about parenting skills. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma. Madam Nimota.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Nimota Shokoya, and I'm calling from Darlington. I would like to know about how parenting works in the UK because I have 2 children and they are still in Nigeria. So I'd like to know the do's and don'ts, what I need to do. And I found out about the program on the NICOT group. There's a WhatsApp group, NICOT. So, and I registered. So I would love to learn about what I need to know and how to go about parenting as I'll be bringing my children soon.
That is very interesting. Bringing your children, but you are here to learn. That is absolutely the best thing you can do for your children. And thank you for seeing it on the NICOT and joining. Please, as you see it, spread it for more families. Knowledge is power. Thank you, madam. David Oluwaseyi, we might need to stop this. Go ahead.
Modupe David, I'm a mother with a child that is disabled. Been in the UK for the past 5 years. I've come to learn more because we deal with social services every now and then, and their questions are alarming. I'm in Cardiff, Wales.
Cardiff,
and
Wales.
I learned through Nurse Gloria on Facebook. I saw the program. You are doing a wonderful work. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Faith, we see Faith there. Printer, Faith.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Printhel from London. I'm joining because an incident happened which made social services got involved. So it's just to get more knowledge in how to deal with my children, how to look after them and raise them well. And Mr. Ola has been supportive as well to the family. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Coming on this platform does not make you incapable, but it's to empower you, to enlighten, to strengthen, to give you more confidence and give you languages that is acceptable, that can be used. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
My name is Sydney Oragbo. I'm joining the chat from Newcastle. I came into town. I came into the UK last year. I came in with 3 of my children, I and my wife. I got to know about this platform from a friend last week, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Olu Olakpeju, are you
Hello,
there?
everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
My name is Olakpeju Fabi. I live in Kent. I got to know about Save the Women through the Nurses Spouse Forum. And it was lots of information the first time I heard about it, and it got me so curious and inquisitive. I want to know more about parenting in this UK because it's a big challenge. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you for all you do, sir.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
So, do we still have anyone that want to introduce themselves that's happy to do that, courageous? If not because of that, I would like to.
Good evening, everyone.
Go ahead. Good evening, Madam.
My name is Blessing Emeya, and I'm calling from Nottingham. I want to gain more understanding about how to bring up children in the UK. And I'm grateful for all what you're doing to help people that they have taken their children to bring them back to them. God bless you.
Thank you, Madam Blessing. God bless you too.
Hello, everyone.
Go ahead, Kolawole. 1 minute, golden minute before we move to next agenda. Kolawole, go ahead.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Kolawole. I'm calling from, I'm joining from Cardiff. I got to know about this initiative on Facebook through an interview granted to Mr. Olalekan by a lady, which I can't remember her name now. And I got passion for it and I joined. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Hello,
sir.
everyone.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ajao Itayo. I'm calling from London. As a first-time mom, I gave birth a month in some days ago. So I would like to know the do's and don'ts. I'm still new in London, so I want to know more. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining me. Congratulations again for
Thank
the newborn
you.
baby.
Thank you.
So by 2020, actually, we got in touch with Save the Woman. And Brother Ola is such an amazing young man that this young man deserves all the awards you can think about. He is a man that's in the community. He's a man that supports families, children, and parents. He's been doing amazingly very well. And I recommend him for any award that is due. And I'm sure that very soon the king will invite him and honor him and give him an MBE. That's my desire for him. With his team, they are doing amazing work. Personally, I have gotten so many awards from different angles, and Family Mediation Center 2 years ago, we were awarded for what we do for young people, for youths. So this cause, as you know, is born out of our love for families and many years of supporting our Black families in different at different levels. Because it actually, personally, it breaks my heart whenever I learn of a Black family going through safeguarding or child protection matters. And worse still, when I learn of institutional racism prevalent in many local authorities, especially authorities outside London, inner London. Inner London have gotten it a bit better than outside London. Cities and boroughs in London usually do investigation and all that before they go escalate matters. But we have seen many local authorities that just come into a family once they get a report, just pounce on the children and take them away. And that is a roller coaster of pain for parents, and this hurts me. So, however, this course that we're in is covered by the Children's Act 1989. Children's Act 1989. This act is the law surrounding children, how children should be treated, and how children should be looked after. So, and the emphasis is on the best interest of children, the welfare of children. I want to let you know here, we are coming from different places, but in the UK and most Western countries, the children belong to the government. Why did I say that? Because when children cannot protect themselves, so the government always want to protect children, and so they support children. Some of you may know, you come into this country, you never paid school fees for your children. So who is paying? The government. So they have a right. So that means the British government acknowledges your role, each of you, as parents or as guardians. However, because children are vulnerable and they are unable to defend themselves, the government and every elected official, everyone who works with children, are seen as legally corporate parents. Bear that in mind, that your children are your children, but the government and every government official are corporate parents to your children. The school, the children belong to you, but while the children are under their supervision during the school hours, they belong to them. In fact, anybody can get involved in your affair. Like maybe you're on the street, you're going to the shops, and maybe the children start throwing up tantrum, and you begin to smack them. Somebody will report you, because the government have a right to intervene in the family. So the spirit behind this Children's Act is never to separate children from their parents. And as a person, I always recommend any local authority who upholds this rule in its purest form. And so, there are some of them who intervene in families when the threshold required is not reached. So where there is they're applying stereotype. They put every Black parent in one box. They're all acting together. Oh, maybe they're not good parents. Maybe there is some cultural wrongs and all that. I don't, that is not right. That's not what the law is about. It's not what this law is about. The law is just about children's best interest. Whether you are practicing your cultural issues, tradition, you are eating your normal food, your religion, as long as children's best interest is the uppermost thing you think about in going to work, in going to church, in whatever you're doing, the central focus you must have in your mind is, what is the safety of my children? Will what I'm going to do expose my children to any risk? Then you take action to ensure that risks are minimized. So before you say, I want to leave my child to run out to the corner shop to buy milk, you have to first think, in that minute when I run out, is there any danger that can affect my children? You have to address that. That's the first thing. The first thing you're thinking of is not, I want to get milk. No, that's the first thing you're going to think about is, will my child be safe while I go out there? So now I want you to open up your heart. You're going to take a lot out of this program. And so many of us come here in the UK with many erroneous beliefs that parenting has no manual. We don't believe that parental, you just wake up in the morning, find yourself as a mom or a dad, just do whatever because your door is locked. Nobody else knows what they're doing. Whatever you want to say, you say to the children. You can scream. That's what some of us have in our mind. And that is what we observed when we were growing up. We saw parents fighting, domestic violence going on. At times, children witnessed them. Even at times, the society where we are coming from allowed us to smack our children when they do something wrong. Now we are in a new place. We are in the UK. We are in England. The culture is different. The expectation is different. So it's very important that with our culture, our practices, our religion does not collide with the law of this land. If it collides, the local authority have the right to intervene in your family. And if they find out that you have done something wrong, they have the right to take away the children. No matter how we call them and say that they're racist, as long as they follow the procedure. So to integrate fully and acquaint yourself of the way of living of the United Kingdom, that is why this program is all about. We love you and we don't want you to collide with the law. We don't want you to lose your children to the system, because most children that get into this system don't, some of them come out very well, but not all of them. A lot of them come out messed up, so angry, so in a rage. You know, some of them just, they move them from one foster home to another foster home, and it's not to their best interest. So I still want to emphasize that the purpose of the Children's Act is the children's best interest. So having come to the UK, we welcome you very well. We are here to help you, to make sure you don't go through what some people have been through. And those of you who are already in the system, that you're going through these child protection or safeguarding issues, we are here to hold your hand. And I'm so glad Brother Ola has been supportive, and I know he will continue to be supportive to you. Now, a lot of us also, when we are coming into this country, or where we are coming from, at times, what we call neglect in this country, where you are coming from, is not neglect. What is termed neglect in this country may not be what is neglect in where you are coming from. So we're here also to explain that to you, what neglect is. We are also going to touch base on chastisement, discipline, method of disciplining. Our children are given to us not to punish when they do something wrong, because they are children. The Bible actually says that children, if uncorrected, if we don't correct, they are given to us for correction. And that's why the Bible says, bring up a child the way they should go. So, but in doing that, children can make mistakes because they are still learning. So when they make mistake, it's not a reason, or it's not a good, it doesn't permit us parents to take it up on them, but we correct them in love. We listen to their voices. We respect their voices. We respect their personalities. We respect their opinions. We respect their feelings. Children have feelings. We cannot abuse a child. We cannot hit a child in the name of correction. That is an abuse. So we're going to look at all that chastisement. What is chastisement? How do you discipline your child? Is it screaming? Is it shouting? What are the impacts on these children when we do all those things? Some of us are carrying scares from what the family members did to us, what our parents, they did inadvertently. They didn't do it consciously. They loved us so well, but at times they were so hard on us. We don't want our children to experience that. You are bringing up global children. We are here to bring up more Obamas. We want to bring up more Brother Olas, more Pastor Chikas, more of somebody like you. So we cannot hit them, and we cannot keep on screaming at them and expect them to be the best they're supposed to be. We want, when they achieve, they are balanced in their emotion. They can handle their emotion. Because there are certain ways we treat children, their emotions are troubled, their emotions are messed up, that even when they are successful, we see them doing things that are not right. We're also going to look at domestic violence, the impact on children. We'll also sometimes we'll look at cruelty. We look at issue of mental health. Mental health is very important. We are going to look at mental health from children's perspective, because a lot of us never ever believe. I am sure that if I ask you now, you would never believe that children go through mental health challenges. I'm not talking of madness. Back home we say somebody has gone colo, madness. That's different. We're talking of mental health illness. We're going to explain that later. Then we're also going to look at cultural issues and beliefs that can affect your parenting skill and power. Like issue of circumcision is called female genital mutilation, FGM, more in the UK. So we're going to look at that. How can it impact on your children? And also, how can it bring you to the social services, to their notice? So we're going to look at that. Also, we're going to say, lack of understanding of emotional connection with our children. Some of us are not connected emotionally. I'll give you an example. I supported a mother whose 4 children were taken away a few years ago. And so though the children were taken away, but the mothers were still allowed to have meetings and interactions with the children. But whenever she went there, and the local authority was concerned that the mother did not connect with the children emotionally, though she was giving them everything, but she didn't connect with them. So whenever she went on that meeting, that contact with the children, they were watching her. And truly, yes, she was giving them the food she brought, but she never listened to them to understand what they have to say. And she was only listening to see if they are going to accuse the carers. So that is wrong. So at times we don't read to understand exactly when our children are silent, what are they saying? So we're going to look at that. Hopefully time will allow us. So we're also going to talk about teaching our children our family values. I'm sure you have your family values, your do's and don'ts. What are the uppermost ones? We're going to teach you how to reinforce it on your children. So this time we're going to deliver the whole holistic, this holistic program in different, I think we are going to have only 2 days. Usually we do it 4 days, but now 24 hours is no more enough for me, to be honest. I wouldn't give the four days. So this time we're going to look at social local authority, the social services. What is their job? Why should they intervene in a family? How many ways can they enter in a family? We're also going to look at abuse and all that. We're going to look at somebody else, Belinda. We have Amina, who is, okay, let me not say who she is. She is experienced in this area. Sister Chanceline. We have Belinda, who is going to be talking about safeguarding relating to school, things we need to do, and let you know that the schools, most of the schools have an officer there, a safeguarding officer. Every school employs a safeguarding officer. Her job is to watch the children. Maybe when they're in the playground, when they come into the school, how you brought them in, how they look like, are they hungry, are they untidy, their homework, is it done? So, and if they find anything, or when the children say something, they will take note of it and they can intervene in a family. So these experienced professionals with us today, we are so privileged to have professionals talking to us today. They are going to be giving us ideas into all this is without wasting much of time. If time permits us, we are going to do questions and answers. Then we are also going to look at creating conducive atmosphere for our teenage children and those who are about to enter teenage. Why is it that some teenagers run away from home? What is it that parents do that make them run away? So we're going to address that.
If you still want to register for private session, please reach out to us. We also arrange for that. Thank you very much again, Pastor Chika. God bless you. And I've seen one of our head of HR, Saved Woman, Madam Oluwatosi. Thank you for being in the background. God bless you.
Yeah. One word I want to leave with you is, before you go in, it's important that you raise yourself before you continue to raise your children in the UK. What do I mean? Try and get your acts together. If you have a problem of alcoholism or addiction, try to deal with it so that it does not impact on your children. If you have problem with your wife or your husband or your partner, try and address it in such a way it does not affect your children. Whatever it is, financial problem, job problem, please try and raise yourself above them so that you are able to raise wonderful, balanced children. With having said that, Brother Ola, so can we welcome Sister?
Yes.
Good evening. Good evening,
and work stress. Manage your workplace stress. If the stress is much, take a break, please. Don't let it affect all your children. God bless you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Pastor. Good